It is Wednesday, and that means we do have another installment of our Small Town Spotlight. This is a live look at Alamogordo, New Mexico. Today we will be highlighting what makes this community so special, as well as sharing its rich history and historic buildings, such as the Tularosa Basin Museum of History. We do have a sneak peek coming up and a little later in this newscast. Let's take a break from our headlines for a moment to get another live look outside at Alamogordo, New Mexico, the place where we are highlighting this week for our Small Town Spotlight. We have a lot planned ahead for our 6 p.m. newscast, but right now we are looking at the museum. It's where we're finding our chief meteorologist, Robert Bettis, and as always, he brings us a sneak peek and first look at the forecast. Robert.
Hi there, Tirza, and hi everyone. If it's Wednesday and you're watching KTSM, then you're probably going to enjoy a small town spotlight, and today we're live in Alamogordo, New Mexico. I want to point out the beautiful Sacramento Mountains right now, and look at those dark clouds up there. It just expired at 4 o'clock, but that was a severe thunderstorm over Weed and Mayhill. Of course, that's up at the peak of the Sacramento Mountains. Had hail, and we had 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Of course, down in El Paso, it's pretty nice today. Gorgeous, actually. High so far has been 92 degrees. 91 is the temperature right now. So why don't we go ahead and do the small town spotlight checklist? Number 1, imitation aviators. Check. Polyester pants that come straight out of the dryer, looking fantastic. My O-Cloud shoes, the gift from Nexstar Broadcasting, and one gigantic cherry limeade, compliments of an iconic restaurant in Alamogordo, Heidi Ho. Oh my goodness, I grew up on Heidi Ho tacos and burgers. Let me taste this cherry limeade. Oh, the refreshment is indescribable. I'm going to have your detailed forecast. We're going to talk about extreme heat settling in for the weekend. We've been warning you for 9 days. We could be as hot as 109 by Father's Day. I'm going to have that detailed forecast, and we're going to make some delicious burgers in the Heidi Ho, all coming up in just a little bit.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
Ah, yes, welcome to Alamogordo, New Mexico, my home away from home. Of course, yes, I was an Albuquerque kid, Bosque Farms to be more specific, but my grandparents and my aunt lived in Alamogordo, so I would spend my summers here, and often I would watch KTSM, and of course I learned how to swim with Goldie and Gus. I've eaten a million Heidi Ho burgers, but never once in my wildest imagination did I expect to come here and make one myself. That's a cherry limeade right there. Joining me now is the manager of 2 decades, Donna Haynes.
2 decades.
Nice to see you, Donna.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you.
Oh, it's so good to be at the Heidi Ho, an iconic Alamogordo drive-in. Okay, you have something for me, please.
Okay, so we are giving him the Heidi Ho shirt, old-fashioned.
The tiger for Alamogordo High School.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're handing this to him.
Now, do I have to put it on now?
You can put it on, or you can wait till you do, or you can. It's all up
Okay,
to you.
I don't want to bring the whole station to a.
Smelling like a Heidi
Well,
Ho.
no. It's my hair.
Oh,
Okay. Help me.
Want me to help you?
Yeah. Don't let it touch. Pretend like it's like a nuclear core, and we can't make contact with it. And how do I look? How do I look?
You look like a Heidi Ho criminal.
Come on. Okay, and of course I need the gloves, and we're gonna talk about the extreme heat coming up for Father's Day weekend. What do you get the dad who has everything, Donna?
A tiger burger. That's why we're open, and we're gonna probably do a special. I don't know which one yet. We haven't figured that one
sure,
out.
yes, that. But you get him 109, 109 degrees. That's what it's going to be on Father's Day. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I got a car hop that day, so it's going to be...
You're going to work that day?
Yes.
Now, the manager is always...
We are closing at 4, though.
Okay. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know, dads. All right, let's take a look at your exclusive 9-day forecast. Man, thank you, goodness grief, Lord, for that rain yesterday and the cool down today. So far at the airport, we've only touched 92 degrees. I can live with 92 degrees. It is 91 degrees right now in Alamogordo, and it's also 91 degrees at the International Airport in El Paso. Now, we can expect to go up to 102 tomorrow, but as we head into the weekend, that high pressure is about to become a total monster for us. It is going to raise us to 104 on Friday, just in time for the Coldplay concert. On Saturday, we move to extreme heat with a high of 106. By Father's Day, it reaches its maximum 109 degrees. That's dangerous. We're going to be close to it the following day. On Monday, we cool down slightly as we cruise into Wednesday, but then we're going to heat right back up again. I wish I could describe the delicious smell at the grill. Okay, Donna, I'm going to let you show me what I need to do. Hi.
This is Amanda, our cook.
Hi, Amanda.
This is Mariah, my split.
Mariah, okay.
And then I'll introduce Israel.
Okay, well, we'll wait on this. We'll wait on Israel. Let's
so
cook.
Right now, what's in our cooking is 3 tiger burgers.
3 tiger burgers? Oh,
And
gosh,
a BLT.
I can't eat that many. Oh, look at that fresh ground patty. And what, of course, is the secret ingredient for the
We
tiger
have
burger?
none.
What are you talking about?
We have no ingredients. It's all cooked. It's been the grill. The grill is what makes the burgers. We don't put no ingredients, none.
Wait,
Nobody believes us.
It's just regular. What about the secret sauce?
There's no sauce.
What about the secret sprinkle on spice?
There's none.
It's just a grilled burger?
Yes.
That's the secret after all these years?
All the years. Nobody believes me. Nobody believes that Hario does not do it. It's all the grill is.
Donna, thank you so much. You stay with KTSM 9 News, where we report actual news. It's just a natural burger.
Welcome back. You're watching KTSM 9 News first at 4, and today is Wednesday, which means we do have another installment of our small town spotlight. Right now, this is a live look outside at Alamogordo, New Mexico. Today, we will be highlighting what makes this community so special, as well as sharing its rich history and historic buildings, like the one at Tularosa Basin Museum of History. We do have a sneak peek coming up and just a little bit later in the newscast. Let's go ahead and put a pause on our headlines to get another live look at Alamogordo, New Mexico, the place we are highlighting this week for our small town spotlight. Now, we do have a lot planned for our 6 p.m. newscast, but first we are going to check in with our chief meteorologist, Robert Bettis, who is, as always, out there first on the scene for a sneak peek at what we're expecting and, of course, the forecast. Robert, how is it going over there? I know you're cooking something up before.
Tirza, thank you so much for asking. You know, I'm always sent out to do the hard journalism, and I know that you won't be able to taste this delicious tiger burger from Heidi Ho, the iconic restaurant in Alamogordo, New Mexico. But I'm a professional, and I'm going to taste it for you in just a moment, and then I'm going to describe it. But before we get to me, my photographer Tony Pena has made a request. He saw me drinking one of these delicious cherry limeades, and he wants one. Okay, Donna Haynes, let's make sure Tony is happy, shall we? How do you make the famous limeade?
Well, you know I don't want to get my ingredients out, but...
Oh, now this is a secret? Oh, it's not a secret what's in the burger, but this...
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
it's
a squirt of mystery liquid, 2, 3,
okay.
And then, oh, looks like cherry sauce. Oh. Are you kidding me? Fresh fruit in this thing?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, do you need me to squeeze it in?
These ones I can.
All right,
these
I'm going
ones...
to start squeezing.
No, you don't squeeze with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like this.
You squeeze with the squeezer.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Boy, you thirsty, Tony? That looks delicious. Maybe I'll have another. Okay, you're going to want one of these over Father's Day weekend because it is about to become extremely hot. Now, so far today in El Paso, only 92 degrees, thanks to the cool down. But that ridge of high pressure starts to build back. 102 tomorrow. We could be as hot as 109 degrees by Father's Day. And there are several extreme days in the 9-day forecast. I'm going to have that for you. And I'm finally going to get to taste the Tiger Burger. I hopefully will take care of Tony Pena, because is this one done?
It's almost.
It's almost. Oh, we want a little extra in here. Oh, we're going to
shift it.
stir it for Tony. Tony, you thirsty? Yeah, you know you are. Who's going to hook you up here?
We got to bring it all
it's all. Oh my goodness, look at that.
There's some straws.
Cherry limeades, old school, because this restaurant has been here since 1952. Tony, here's to you. Tirza, I'm sorry I couldn't get to the burger yet, but give me just a few minutes. Back to you.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
The Borderlands' only professional food taster. Qualified by years of experience of Studio 9, tasting all kinds of delicious foods. I'm doing this one for you. And of course, I'm about to taste the Tiger Burger, the world famous burger from Heidi Ho Restaurant, the iconic drive-in in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Stop.
Oh, stop.
You waited too long for that burger. We're going to put that away. We made a fresh one.
Oh, a fresh one.
You can
oh
only
my goodness,
eat a fresh Tiger Burger. So we're not going to eat this one. You're going to put that one away and you're going to do this one.
Hey, you know, I know what we can do with this one right here. We can send it we could send it home with my photographer, Tony Pena, along with this freshly made cherry limeade. All right. Donna Haynes, manager of the Heidi Ho Restaurant for quite a long time, graduate of Alamogordo High School, and here we go. Perfection. Is that New Mexico hatch green chili
Yes,
on
it
there?
is.
Are you kidding me right now? You, Donna. Remember, don't do this unless you're a professional or unless you're very hungry. Shall we do the forecast? And then we're going to make, it's hard to say because my mouth starts watering, a razzle. Wouldn't that be perfect for Dad?
Perfect for Dad.
An ice cold razzle. Let's go to that forecast. Here comes your exclusive 9-day forecast. Only KTSM looks 9 days into the future for you. We can expect the ridge of high pressure to roar back starting tomorrow. We're going to move up to 102 degrees on Thursday with just a couple of clouds. By Friday, the beginning of the Coldplay concert, that's Friday and Saturday. Take water, stay hydrated. 104 that day, 106 on Saturday, extreme heat. I've been going 108 degrees for Father's Day Sunday. I'm raising that 1 degree to 109, 108 on Monday. Still extreme heat on Tuesday. The ridge of high pressure retreats slightly on Wednesday and Thursday, and then it grows again back up to 105 that following day. Now, can I request something, Donna?
Yes.
It's a tight squeeze in here.
Yes.
Do you have heat candies? Because you can put in the candies.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? You have heat?
I'm going to make one for him.
Okay, I don't want to get in the way of
Okay, so I'm going to go
progress
right here.
Oh, what? Oh, you're doing the. Oh, look at that soft serve. Well, don't get it too close to Tony, or we all know what's going to happen.
Okay, I just got to get down here, get a knife.
Tony will want one, won't you? Yeah, I know you. I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Oh, what are we doing now? Wait a minute. What is this?
It's our it's our old-fashioned shake.
Oh my goodness.
It's not old-fashioned, it's just...
Oh no, this is like, I know this restaurant opened in 1952, and back in the day, this is how they made the old-fashioned delicious treats. You still do it? Wait a minute, are you kidding? You can, okay. Oh, look at that. How do you do it without it flinging all over the place?
Oh no, it goes everywhere, believe me.
Oh, look, oh, hear the crunching? Do you hear the heat candy crunching in there?
Then I'm gonna throw some more because I like candy.
I like
in mine.
lots and lots of sugar
And we're going to go back over here.
We're going back. Oh, there's more. There's more to the razzle. Of course, Heidi Ho.
Then I'm going back over here to
iconic
mix up
restaurant
the
is right on White Sands Boulevard.
Okay, it's going to get messy.
Oh, it's about to get messy. It's about to get real. I'm not, oh, yeah, it is flinging a little bit, but that's all right. I've got gloves. I've got gloves. Okay, is it almost done?
Yep.
Donna, you're amazing.
Then I'm going to come back.
We're coming back. We're doing more.
Hold on, we're going to bring this.
Oh my gosh, I hope we don't run out of time before I can do the professional tasting that people expected me to do for them. Oh, look at what she's sprinkling on top. What is that?
That heat.
Oh my goodness.
And there you go.
Donna, thank you so much. Let me get a taste of this. I'm not leaving here, but thanks for watching KTSM Tirsa. I've tried to bring you one. I'll try. All right, everyone, we have changed location because we're about to engage in our small town spotlight in Alamogordo, New Mexico, where we shine a bright light of good news on individual towns and neighborhoods. Next up, we'll be at the Tularosa Basin Museum of History. We'll take you inside. Look at that beautiful, authentic building. And of course, in the distance and all around us, you can see toward the north and west up here, some dark clouds. We do have thunderstorms in the area, but not a very good chance of anything making it down to El Paso tonight. Should be a pretty quiet night. Las Cruces, you have a slight chance of area storms this evening. Let's talk about extreme heat. We're going to go up to 102 tomorrow afternoon. Then we begin the climb into the extreme range by the weekend. 104 on Friday. We'll be up to 106 on Saturday. Just in time to tell Dad you love him. 109. I raised that day 1 degree because I was shocked at the pressure lines. 108 on Monday, and of course extreme heat continues even after that.
Well, time to get a first check of the forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis is joining us now, and he's live in Alamogordo for today's Small Town Spotlight. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Estella. Of course, I believe everybody knows that my Aunt Patsy lives in Alamogordo. This is my second home away from home, which was Bosque Farms, New Mexico, but we spent a lot of time down here. And already in 5 minutes in the Tularosa Basin Museum of History, I've learned more about this town than I have in my entire life. For example, it was founded in 1898. And where did they get the name Alamogordo? Well, they held a contest. Why not? What a great idea. How should we name the town? We'll have a contest, and somebody came up with Alamogordo, which means fat cottonwood tree, because in the canyons there were lots of cottonwood trees. Meet the people who just programmed me with that valuable information. The manager of the museum and her husband, Deb and Joe Lewandowski. Nice to see you, Deb.
Nice to see you.
Before we get to this incredible museum, I have never been here in my life. How can I grow up in Alamogordo and not come to this treasure?
Everybody does.
Anyway.
And we tell them the same thing. There's so much wealth of information here. You would just love it.
I love it. Okay, but side note, I was just cooking a burger at the Heidi Ho. You were the night manager at the Heidi Ho?
In 1972.
You see how wonderful this town is? You invented that burger, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
My boss invented that burger, and it was Beverly.
Yeah, you carried on the tradition for a while.
I
Thank you. Okay, Deb and Joe, we're going to talk to you in just a moment, see this beautiful museum. We'll talk extreme heat for Father's Day weekend. In fact, I've been going 108. I'm raising it to 109 degrees for Sunday. Your detailed forecast and a look ahead. And by the way, Monica Cortez is going to give you everything you wanted to know at 6 o'clock.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
If it's Wednesday and you're watching KTSM 9 News, you are about to enjoy a small town spotlight. That's where our station goes out into the communities and spotlights with good news little towns, neighborhoods, or organizations. And today we've come to one of my favorite places on the planet, Alamogordo, New Mexico. This is part of the Tularosa Basin Museum of History. And I'm only going to give you a taste. Monica Cortez has really covered this incredible place in depth. But of course, you can't separate the history of Alamogordo without including its military presence. And of course, Holloman Air Force Base. My own grandfather, Walter Bettis, was a mechanic out there at Holloman Air Force Base. It's the entire reason the Bettises ended up moving from Texas into New Mexico, because he got a job right here. Let's talk about the heat ahead, and then I want to show you something from the Trinity site that is literally going to knock your socks off. Here comes your forecast. Exclusive 9-day forecast from KTSM. We're going to start our warming trend tomorrow. 102, the high temperature for our Thursday. Wasn't the rain wonderful, and wasn't the reprieve from the heat great? Unfortunately, the high pressure dome grows back, and it grows back stronger than it was last weekend when we hit 105. 104 on Friday for those going to the Coldplay concert. Take lots of water, exercise caution. We're going to move up to 106 on Saturday. Father's Day, I'm raising that 1 degree to 109, 108 on Monday, and 105 on Tuesday. Joining me now is Joe Lewandowski. He is a historian here. Okay, you are talking drive me crazy when you talk about the Trinity site. Tell us about this display right here, please.
Well, this display here is just one of the pieces of the military history in the basin. A lot of people think of Alamogordo, and they think Alamogordo is only here because of the military. It's actually Alamogordo was here many years before the military ever showed up, which it was 1942, right after Pearl Harbor. Alamogordo Air Base was built. And then from there, they started developing throughout the nation the atomic bomb, secretly the Manhattan Project, and all that.
Now hold on here. We're looking at some devices that look pretty old. That's not actual equipment from what I think I'm seeing. That's not used in the Oppenheimer experiment out at Trinity site, was it?
No, it actually is. It's all been certified by Los Alamos, all the serial numbers, the tracking. A gentleman by the name of Larry Sheffield is the owner. He's put the display here in Alamogordo because of that. And so he's had it actually all certified. He's a collector. He has quite a bit more of that same equipment and artifacts from that time period. So no, this is all original equipment from that time.
Oh my goodness. And of course, Best Picture, Oppenheimer, because it was absolutely mind-blowing what they did in that Manhattan Project in 4 years. And you've got actual pieces of that test right here in the Tularosa Basin Museum. Fantastic.
Yep.
Joe, can't wait to see a lot more at 6 o'clock. You stay with KTSM 9 News.
Today's Small Town Spotlight takes us to Alamogordo, New Mexico. KTSM 9 News anchors Andy and Monica are out live at the Tularosa Basin Museum of History in Alamogordo with a look ahead. Hi, guys.
Hey there, Estella, that's right. Small Town Spotlight rolls on here, crossing the state border here in New Mexico, all the way in Alamogordo. We're going to get into this museum and everything that you're going to have to see coming up at 6 o'clock. But did want to talk about one of the more beautiful attractions that kind of takes place and sets over the Sacramento Mountains, and that's the Oliver Lee Memorial State Park that features a historic house. You also have quiet camping and also pools under the cottonwood trees of the Dog Canyon.
That's right. So our photojournalist Nigel Wickens and our very own Carla Draxler, they got to take this nice little hike through Oliver Lee Memorial State Park, and this is what they had to show. Check it out.
This park is part of a huge area of history in the southern half of New Mexico. Lots of things went on in this area, and this park is pretty unique in its respect that it was a permanent water supply for a lot of people. So it attracted people for thousands of years before the most famous characters who the park ended up being named after. There were Native Americans living in the canyon. It was a very defensible position because they could see for miles away. Nobody could sneak up on them from below. Nobody could come at them from the top. And it was a permanent water source, so they were able to survive here for years and years very comfortably. Oliver Lee, he lived here at the Dog Canyon from 1893 to 1907. He was a master at moving water where he needed it to go. He worked on bringing water from the Sacramento River and the mountains all the way down here, helping to water the Tularosa Basin to make ranching better. The most challenging trail that's really popular is the Dog Canyon Trail. It's been used for over 600 years. 5.5 miles to the top of the mesa. It ends on West Side Road, and it's gonna give you a 3,100-foot elevation gain. A lot of people just go halfway up and back. But if you do the whole thing, it is an 11-mile round trip, and it's very strenuous, very steep, but it's super popular. We also have the Riparian Nature Trail, which starts behind the Visitor Center. It takes you into the bottom of Dog Canyon, where there's a number of springs that flow year-round, so there's always water down there.
Tell me, what is the best time of the day to go hiking?
The earlier you can start, the better, because by about 10 o'clock it starts getting really toasty warm. So you want to be sure you're well prepared for not just the time that you're going to be gone, but the effort it's going to take to hike uphill.
We're going downhill,
we're
but
on a short trail that's downhill. So imagine being up on the sun. Yeah, because we're down here in the shade. So if you're up on the Dog Canyon Trail, there's no shade for the first 3 miles. So you've got to be prepared for the sun as well. So hat, sunscreen.
My hat.
Yeah. When you do it in the cooler months, it can be cooler if you go all the way to the top than it is down here, because when you come out at the top, you're surrounded by pinon and juniper.
I've never been here, but definitely a place to visit and to come back to.
Definitely some gorgeous sights along that trail. It's actually our second consecutive year coming back now to Alamogordo to do Small Town Spotlight. If you remember, we were actually at the Space Museum last year. We just kind of grazed the surface of everything that Alamogordo has to offer.
Absolutely. So we missed out on the zoo last year. We missed out on some very delicious food here in Alamogordo. We've touched on all of it here today. And of course, we're going to be even talking about the Atari mystery. Do you remember that? The Atari scandal?
The cartridges.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited to show it to you all. And it's all coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
Okay, we look forward to hearing and seeing all those stories. Thank you very much.